Today, I wanted to talk about real estate schools. And if you're thinking about joining the industry and becoming a real estate agent, and there's something that interests you there, I want to tell you that this is amazing, amazing career, but it might not be for you. And that's something that you need to figure out first before you get in the industry, because there's a lot of failure. The failure rate in the industry is huge. Like, a lot of people that get into the business don't make it through the first year, second, third, whatever the stats are. It's like 87% of agents fail in the first 2 to 3 years. That's what I heard. And by meaning fail, it doesn't mean that they just give up their license. It means they still hold the license, but they go and pursue other careers. They don't really focus on selling houses anymore. There's going to be one sale out of 5 years. You're gonna sell something to your parents or to the family member, and that's called I failed in the business. But here's something I want to talk about: why real estate schools and why the system and the book for the real estate does not have all that's needed to be. Like, I understand that this book and everything in the book is created to raise the bar so high so a lot of people won't go through it. So a lot of people will just give up and won't go through it. Why not just create a real case examples and real chapter of, like, how to know if this industry is for you? Because they teach law, they teach lending requirements, they teach everything that you need to know. But when you have clients already, but how do you get the client? How do you call? How do you make people comfortable? How do you create content? What type of content works? Different marketing channels, all that stuff. It's like the whole course on its own. What communication styles, like how to read people, personality types, all these type of things is actually what's the most important thing in this business, because this business is people's business. We're dealing with people, emotions. This is a big purchase in their life, and they are not. Uh, there's there's not just us dealing with a purchase or a sale. It's a lot of times listening to their situation that's happening in their family. Sometimes just sitting for 20 minutes and just listening, and then they feel heard, and then they will do what needs to be done in order for them to achieve their goal. But if you don't listen to what they're talking to you about their family and stuff, they're not going to like you, they're not going to do business with you, and then you're not going to have a sale. But that's not what's in the real estate book. In the real estate book is what's the survey, what's the appraisal, what's the cost approach, what's the encroachment. That thing is important. But first, it comes a lead generation. How do I find the client? How do I build my business on referrals so I stop prospecting but I still get leads? How do you do that? What's better? Reach out through the call, email, content. What's the new platform? What's the new, way to generate interest on these platforms? That's what needs to be taught in the school. How do you get the clients? How do you market yourself? How do you make people comfortable? How do you open them up? And how do you create relationships after the sale? That's another chapter in the book that should be done. Like, after the sale, this is how you stay in touch with people. The book needs to be revised. The schools need to be updated, and the content needs to be different now, I believe, because I see agents coming out of the school. I was the same thing. I came out of school. I think that I'm picking an office in a rich area, and that's what I'm going to be selling. Like, how are you thinking? Why are you thinking that way? But nobody told me otherwise, so that's what am I supposed to think? I don't know what I'm supposed to think. So I thought that I'm going to be getting leads just sitting in an office, which maybe used to be the case when there was no internet, but now it's internet, so it's a little bit different. Internet leads are not as high of a quality as somebody would call the office and say, "Hey, I'm looking to see this home." So sometimes that used to be the thing, but no longer. Sorry, but things change. So what I'm thinking is, I'm seeing agents coming out of the school and not know what is that gonna be like. What do we do? Where do we start? And that what needs to be in the school. Um, Maybe talking about MLS at least a little bit, you know. But yeah. So after the school, there starts a real school, and the sooner you start getting into the nitty gritty, what it's lead gen, conversion, follow up, the sooner you start going. Because knowledge is nothing without going out and doing the real work, which is lead generation. Hope the video helps. Let me know if you have any questions, if you have any opinion maybe on this topic, you want me to cover anything else. I'm always open to talk. Yeah, hope to hear you from you soon. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.